Okay, this is another video by Noah Dennis. It's type of girls you shouldn't date. Now we already reacted to Noah Dennis. He is a very good content creator, so let's get into it. Shouts out to you. Keep doing your thing.
Knowing who the girl really is, which screams you're living in La La Land, kind of like how I was. I used to have terrible taste in girls, personality wise, of course. Between the redeemable good qualities that were sometimes shown, the bad ones would often overshadow them. And I'm not
Oh, what
gonna
happened?
lie, bro, I would act like the red
Oh,
flags didn't exist just out of fear of losing the girl.
right. I think everybody would be like that with their first girlfriend, kind of, because you have to learn. Like life is like you gotta learn. I don't know if you ever seen that. I don't know if you ever seen Incredibles, but that scene where Mr. Incredible is looking at the robots and he's looking at the superheroes and how the robot killed the superheroes and then he upgrades the robot upgrades to the Mark II. That's like that's a simile for people, us, you, and your girlfriend or boyfriend or person that you date. Most of the time, the first girl would not be the girl you marry, but you learn stuff. Probably not the second either. Maybe the third. But what you learn from the first and second girl, you bring it to the relationship of the third person, whether it be positive or negative. Hopefully, it is positive. Like, hey, this time I won't. This time I'll pick up the bill on the first date. This time I'll open the door for my girl, or this boy or person I'm trying to talk to. You know, just little things like that you pick up from talking to people. But in this instance, it will be girls. Let's get back into the video.
Because, society always tells men to simp and chase the woman, and so I really took that to heart. Putting up with this would often cause me to get my heart broken because I wasn't equipped with the knowledge that I needed to prepare myself to avoid these specific type of girls who would do
Right.
manipulative, treacherous,
Right.
promiscuous, and overall toxic things to guys they were with. And although I
Right.
was grateful
I'll tell you, now I would never chase a woman. I'm never going to chase a woman ever again in my life. The only thing I would chase is a better career for myself. Uh, that's that. That's it.
for those heartbreaks and the fact that it made me stronger and a better version of myself, I'm not gonna lie to you. If I had known this sooner, I would have had a smoother dating life. So these are the different types of girls you need to avoid dating. Number
Hey,
one.
send this to send this to every simp you know. Just get them out of there because women are up right now. Like women are up. It's kind of crazy. There are more men who have not had a good relationship than women, especially where I live. So women are up. Send this to everybody, every man that's single.
One, ghetto girls. So these ones should be fairly easy to discern and tell from a mile away because these girls are considered to be like the hot Cheeto girls, or other terms for these types could be hood, ratchet, messy woman. You know those phrases, but you get
Okay.
the point. These types, amongst other types on this list, typically listen to rappers such
What's going on with his ear, brother? I know I had something wrong with my ear. I had an earring in, but his ear is crusty.
as Sexy
Wait,
Red, Cardi B's, Glorilla, Spice Ice. I'm kidding, I know her name's Ice Spice. And typically tend to glorify the idea of being with a scammer, or as the cool kids will call it now, YNs, who are likely involved or semi-involved in street life or trying to become a rapper, whilst at the same time getting impregnated by these same type of dudes and eventually becoming single mothers. And just from knowing that alone, it's a bit of a headache, not even a bit, but it's a lot of a headache to deal with them. Because no
right.
one, either being men or women who truly respects themselves, no one wants a loud, obnoxious, argumentative, disrespectful person
Yeah.
who carries a lot of
Yeah.
undealt childhood trauma. Nobody wants that. And
We got a next door neighbor, man. And she is absolutely terrible. She has two kids and she's kicking out men left to right. This is the second yesterday. Excuse me, I hate to put out of her business, but if it's loud enough for me to hear, girl, I don't care anymore. I'm putting it out. So yesterday we watching The Lion King, and then we hear like people yelling in the hallway. It's her and her dude. She kicked him out. He called somebody else, talk about, bro, come pick me up. She kicked me out. I'm like, dang, this isn't even the first man she kicked out. This is the second. The first one I thought was the baby daddy because she got two kids. This is some drama for y'all. 'Cause I know y'all like drama. Nah, probably wasn't the baby daddy. It was just another dude. So, hey man, you don't want that woman. You don't want that problems. No matter how bad the body is, how hourglass figure the body is, I'll say this: if you're a single male and she has kids, please, I'm begging you, do not go for that woman, no matter how good she look, because you already losing. Now, if you have kids and she has kids, y'all on an equal playing field. Go for it. You can go for that. But yeah, come on. Let's get back into the video.
And it should not be your job to be her father, or in some cases, I believe if some of you girls are dealing with hood dudes, it's not your job to fix them. And I'll give them some redeeming qualities. I mean, in most cases, they can be attractive or fine and come in any shape or size of your liking when it comes to the physicality aspect. And in most cases, if you're looking for loyalty, like let's say, theoretically speaking, if you got into trouble with the law or some shit, these are most likely the types to hold it down for you whilst you're in jail. But hopefully none of y'all got criminal records. Otherwise, you guys would be a perfect match for the hood chicks. But assuming you're a good man and you're looking for a good
Whoa, 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 whoa. I wouldn't say all that. Now, that's a reach. But let's continue.
woman, I highly recommend you stay away from these types. Number 2, the self-absorbed girl. These ones are very egotistical, or some would call it narcissistic, and in many cases they think they're better than you and that you can never do better than them in terms of choosing someone that isn't them. These ones, similar to ghetto chicks, are headaches because all they ever want to do is talk about themselves and only prioritize themselves and never their relationship, and also never allowing you to truly be yourself. I say be yourself very loosely because you should always try to be the best version of yourself, but not try to be someone you're not. Or they'll never let you get a word out without the conversation diverging back to themselves and yapping for hours and being very dismissive of what you're saying, which is an indicator of a lack of respect for you. And just a quick side note, respect for both parties should be reciprocated, and respect is the foundation of a healthy, functioning relationship, at least in healthy scenarios. But self-absorbed girls, or people like that in general, don't have that because everything has to revolve around them. And to also mention, they tend to be very superficial and only get with people for, let's say, things like clout, sometimes money, and tend to be considered high maintenance. So if you're a chill guy, like me, these ones you'll definitely not be compatible with. Number 3,
he kind of 2 for 2 hitting. He hitting. Lotto's toxic. I don't know.
Bro, when I tell you, these ones will deadass drain you emotionally and physically from how much they attract drama like a magnet. Arguments and conflicts is all these people know.
Now, this is the type of woman I say avoid as well. You don't want this. You waking up, getting ready to go from work. You start the day with an argument. You get home from work, you tired. You got an argument coming. Oh my god. No, man. No. Nobody wants that. So stay away. Stay 10 feet, 20 feet. Hell, put a restraining order on it, motherfucker. Let's get back into the video.
Like, they literally wake up with black Air Force energy, and chaos is like something that they thrive off of. And toxic doesn't necessarily have to be negativity, like how most people would describe in terms of like being argumentative and shit. But toxic ones in most cases come in different categories within this list. So, for example, a gold digger, right? A gold digger is essentially someone who doesn't like you for you, but for what you have. Y'all can look at this whole Travis Hunter situation.
Yup. Dude, speaking of that, we gotta look at a video of that. She on another dude. He gripping her butt. She in the club grinding on dudes. He's delusional. Oh my god, brother, you're lost in the sauce. I know this is probably first time getting pum from a kind of attractive girl. She's not really that attractive to me personally, but that's another thing. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. But come on, man. I mean, he has to be like some type of cuck or something. Or something. Like, this is crazy. Like, he don't think he could get a better girl than her. Let me stop. But this is... No, I'm not going to stop. He don't think he could get a better girl than her? He's crazy. First of all, he's Heisman. Second of all, he's on the up and up. Second of all, this girl's at clubs. She literally said she was at house parties. She's for the streets. Grinding on dudes. I mean, at this point, a sex tape's going to come out. Oh, no, wait. Update. I think a video came out when she was cheating on him or something. This is crazy, bro. Open your eyes, brother. You are blinded by lust.
And they'll also leave you the moment you lose it all. This one should be a whole category in and of itself, but I want to bundle these types in this part of the video so I can highlight or emphasize the ones I believe you guys haven't heard or really need to know. But within the self-contained list, I want to address the jealous girl. These toxic types will accuse you of cheating or talking to other people without even having the facts straight, and in some ways try to control you from...
Luckily, I haven't had that type of relationship or partner. Thank God. Whew, thank God.
Seeing your boys and other people in your life, which is crazy. I know a few people who have dynamics like that where the guy's on a leash or the girl wears the pants. Those types of dynamics never work. And not gonna lie,
Right.
most of these types of women slash people have one, poor communication skills, but the jealous one takes the cake in not knowing how to communicate at all and going straight to
Exactly.
being irrational, to making your life a living hell, whether it's like slashing your tires or trying to use manipulative crime.
Girl slash my tires. Nah, I just play. I just play, bro. But you definitely got to meet your maker, man. Nah, I just fuck with.
Actions when they
Nah,
know that
something
they're
definitely
in the
gonna
wrong,
happen. I'm
they'll
calling
try
the
to flip
police.
it back on you as if you're in the wrong. You know what I mean? If you allow it. And shortly after they make you feel bad, even though they knew that they were in the wrong, 9 times out of 10, most of the time what will happen is that they're gonna give you sex, bomb sex at that, at least from what I hear from other people, to make you forget about their extremely jealous antics. Don't fall for it. Number 5, boss woman. So these ones are not inherently bad, and
What's
it's a
on
bit
them?
of a controversial one because this one requires a little bit of nuances to it. But I will preface by
Right.
saying man or woman, having some sort of ambition is a good characteristic to have. It's kind of
Right.
mandatory, you know what I mean? You don't
Right.
want to be a lazy bum that just does
Gotta
nothing.
have ambition for me. Like that is a green flag. That's something I need. If you're gonna be with me, you gotta have an ambition towards something, a drive towards something. If you can't, I'm sorry, you're not the one for me. That's just one of my things I can't. Like for me, I would like these things. I would like for you to have an ambition. I would like for you to have a car and maybe a job, but ambition for
Okay,
sure.
right? Guy or woman.
Cause if
But
you
the
don't
one
got
I'm
none,
referring
bro, you're just gonna be living off me, and I don't like that shit.
to are what you would typically see on Red Pill podcasts and the types that only will lead with their accolades and think that men should care about that. Not to mention they'll come with certain masculine characteristics in terms of how aggressive they are when they're speaking. I know there's levels to it, but they tend to like emphasize that more than the other types of girls. Kind of similar to the hood chicks in a way. And will only want to date someone either that's on their level or above. Which
Right,
makes sense. I mean,
right.
hypergamy is a thing. You typically hear this in Red Pill talking points, but hypergamy itself isn't something you have to worry about. Like how these red pillars will fearmonger you into doing. But I'll just let you know if you're doing all the right things, like you're making good decisions in your life financially, physically, spiritually, mentally, just all around holistically, you'll be good. And you also see that these types have a
If you are better than what you were last year, you're doing good, man. Don't rush too much. You're doing good. You know, have a drive towards something, but it'll all come in time. Like, yo, if you're up than last year, if you're up than 5 years ago, up than 10 years ago, you're successful. So keep doing you.
lot of extreme feminism ideology with them and will say cringe things you probably heard before, like, oh, I don't need a man for anything because
I hate
I'm
that.
strong and independent. In
I
most
hate that.
speculated cases and anecdotally speaking, from what I've noticed, they were typically raised by a single mother and told that they need to be strong and independent and never rely on a man for anything. And to some extent, being strong and independent is not a bad thing. You should be a fully self-sufficient adult human being, but at the same time, never think you could do it all by yourself.
You can't. You cannot. There's gonna be a time where you gotta rely on somebody. Friends. I need to rely on somebody. Don't be afraid to ask for help, man. Not asking for help has hurt so many people. It hurt my mom, man. She'll never want to ask for help. Now she look at my mom is 50, almost 60, and she's still working hard as ever. She gotta take care of my sister and her boyfriend and my sister's daughter and my sister's son. Now, all that could have been avoided if she asked for a little help. But she just want to do it all herself. She want to be Captain America. And well, you probably asking, why don't you help her? Well, I have, and I have been. I'll tell you that much. It's just that she wanted to be Captain America and want to help everybody out. It's just so much you can help a person, like before they take advantage of you. And she's having people take advantage of her, and she says she's totally fine with it. But with that being said, let's get back into the video.
This is a message out for men and women that needs to hear this. You need people's help to get to the next level of your life. That's something I have to come to grips with this year when I finally start to allow people in my life to help me, especially girls. But never think for a moment that it wouldn't be nice to have someone to help you and support you emotionally, physically, to make your life easier. But not to go on a whole side tangent, but men and women are supposed to come together and complement each other's lives and ideally grow together to reach each of their respective goals, whatever that is or whatever that looks like. But these types, at least from what I see, tend to be very anti-man and think they'll be happy after achieving all of their achievements by themselves, whilst all
So I've never hit like, for me, I've never hit like a career goal. Like I've never hit that. So I don't know. Once I hit that, I don't know Will I attain what I wanted? I don't know yet. 'Cause my goal is to hit like six figures. Like once I hell, my goal is really to have a house and have a nice car, and then have a career where it's just progress. I could see growth. I could see growth. Like the money I make from one year, it's not going to be the same amount the next year. And if I have something like that, and I actually like going to work, I have a good social circle around me, and just life is pretty good. If I don't have that right now, I'm trying to gain that. But if I have that, I don't know if I'll ever be like, well, I will be super happy. I have no idea. Let's get back into the video. That's one of the things I'm scared of. I get everything that I wanted, and I'm not happy. Because then I'm like, well, what is my life then? I've attained everything, all my goals, yet I'm still not happy. Why am I not happy? So, yeah.
Also, ironically, selling that to guys, like the fact that they have all these achievements to make themselves appear more attractive to them. But unfortunately, in case you girls didn't know, most guys just don't care about girls' accolades that much. Like, it's
I ain't gonna lie, I do. I care about some accolades. Um, hey, if you're good at cooking, for real, that's a good accolade to have. I care about. Hey, I know how to. I've been cooking for 15 years. I've been cooking consistently with my mother in the kitchen. I know how to cook. Hey, I've been consistently a faithful person. I've been going to church for this long. I care about those accolades. Hey, we've been in the same place. We haven't moved from town to town to town. I care about that accolade. These are things I care about. I've only been with a couple of men. Give it up. Care about that accolade. I don't know what he's talking about, but I'm not with him on this. But let's get back into the video.
cool that you got all these things going on in your life, and guys that like you will take interest to it. But for the most part, it's not a deal breaker what her achievements are. Just as long as she's doing something.
Nah, I will say this. It's not a deal breaker. Yeah, he's right.
Stays pretty or keeps herself tidied up. You know what I mean? But there is a caveat to this. I think this is a deal breaker for guys unanimously. Unless she does something like OnlyFans and she does things like sleeping with 100 guys in a single
100
day,
guys
then,
is
yeah,
crazy. 100 guys is crazy. And we made a video on that. She slept with 100 guys. Didn't even give them 4 minutes. She gave them 2-3 minutes each. And then she talked about, yeah, my one husband would like, some guy would like me. Nah, bro. You ruined it. You ruined it, bro. 100 men have entered you. And then on top of, we go off, we keep going on tangents. But yeah, you want to see the video, go over there, man. She slept with 100 men. Jigjtt. There you go.
Breaker, but most of the time guys don't care about a girl's career. But then again, you don't know what you don't know. And you should also know that this goes against your nature, and women typically derive more happiness from being with a good, capable person and also building a genuine and a sustainable life with said person to share that with. I mean, sis, look at the studies. The studies show that they derive more happiness from connection and things like marriage than career successes. Just something to point out. Number 5, the internet girl. These types are like the female equivalent to a guy that's addicted to video games and doesn't go outside or has really any goals and is straight up lazy. Every day with them is just posting their life on social media and scrolling on TikTok and
that's my girlfriend.
Vaping, smoking all day like a damn degenerate. It's also
that's my girlfriend.
Since they post their lives on social.
Types of girl you should. I'm cooked. Am I cooked? No, that's my girlfriend. Oh no.
Media. If you ever get into an argument with this type of girl, they're gonna air out all your business.
No. She's not that though. She don't do that. But that is funny. I have seen one girl that was like that. I've talked to one girl that was like that before I met my girlfriend, and she did that for sure. And when I tried to talk, it went south. And when I tried to talk to her again, she went straight to social media. That was some pussy stuff. I will say that, but. Yeah.
Out for everyone on their Snapchat stories,
weirdo
stories,
energy,
their Instagram stories for the entire world to see. You know what I mean? Just so other people can get involved, and she typically won't leave it between you and her to figure out. So just avoid these girls overall. It's not good for your mental. And this is an obvious one, but I have to put it up on the list because it has to be mentioned. The floor. Another term for this is thoughts, scoonty, party girl, promiscuous woman, loose woman, whatever you want to call it. That type. This one should be the most obvious, but clearly some dudes live under a rock and can't.
The gist of this video is basically any negative trait you do not want to associate with. You want to associate yourself with positive traits and positive energy. I get this. So anything, if they steal a lot, if they argue a lot, if they go to social media a lot talking about their problems, these are red flags. Big red flags. Do not go with these women. Ask them, hey, do not, don't even, because there's 8 billion people out on this planet, and there's a woman for you that will not do that. If she cherishes you and she like you, she will not do any of those things. Let's get back to the video. It's almost over, anyways.
Can't sense a slur from a mile away. I mean, some are undercover slurs, some are just overt about it. But just remember this, man. If it looks like a duck, walks like a duck, talks like a duck, then it's a duck. This typically looks like a girl that loves male validation by posting provocative pics on IG and claiming that she does it for herself, or does
Right.
things like partying, clubbing, and
Right.
drinking a lot. And also has a ton of male friends. Yeah,
Right.
likes them, wants to smash them, or has
Nah.
smashed them in the past, which
Right.
you and I both know is no good. Now,
Don't date them women. You seen them? You met her in the club. That's probably not wifey. If you meet her in the club, she's still going out. That's probably not wifey for sure. That's a red flag for real. If you see a video of her twerking on another dude, Travis Hunter, please end that. Don't keep going with that. End that immediately. Immediately, bro.
I will say this. A lot of people have said this before, but these types are considered to be fun people to be around because of
All right, I'm gonna stop pausing. I ain't gonna pause no more. I'm gonna just talk when he talk.
how laid back and cool they be. I mean, if you have a conversation with a thought, you can tell. And I know because I was friends with a few thoughts. I remember there was
Dang.
this one time where one of them posted themselves lying down on my bed to their Snapchat stories, and multiple other dudes, including a dude one of them was talking to at the time, slid up on her story asking who is that, like repeatedly. You could tell like she didn't respect him and she wasn't really taking him serious. And she was just texting bro by saying he's just a friend. And it's yes, we were
Oh,
supposedly supposed to be friends, but just the way the dynamic was. I don't know if this is just how my dynamic was. Other people might be able to relate to this. When you're typically friends with a thought and she finds you attractive, they'll allude to like sexual things and try to like touch upon you and allude to the fact that they want to get like freaky, which I should also mention that they are very freaky. But what do I know? It seems like everybody got their own definition of what being a friend is nowadays, so.
right.
But also, bro, I need to mention that you need to be extremely careful catching feelings for these types of girls. Because
Right.
what I'll notice is that after spending extended times with these types of girls,
Keep your heart on your
most
sleeve.
dudes would typically tend to catch feelings for them just because, you know, they're cool. But realize that they will break your heart the moment she notices you like her more than she likes you. I mean, in most relationship dynamics, you should not like a girl more than she likes you because I know guys tend to simp when that type of dynamic, when she has you wrapped around her finger. It doesn't mean that you
Right.
should reciprocate or like a girl equally, but just don't over pedestalize her. Just don't over pedestalize people in general, guy or girl. But I'm going on a whole side tangent. We're talking about thoughts right now. These types
Right.
typically have high body counts, and there's biological and social reasons as to why guys don't want a girl with a high body count, especially in the double or triple digits. So I will say
STDs.
both is bad for both genders, but more so for girls, since by the time they reach around, I think they said 6 bodies, their ability to pair bond with you decreases significantly. And let alone she's a broken girl like the likes of Lily Phillips, where she has like 20, 30, 50 plus or more bodies. Then I'm sorry, bro. If you cuff a girl like that, you're cooked. Like, I honestly don't
For
know how
real.
you couldn't see that her soul was gone a long time ago. I don't know, man. But just
She got
be
nothing
aware
in
of
those
your stuff.
eyes.
And a good way to tell if a girl's gonna be a thought is just to look at her friends. If a lot of her friends are birds, chances are she's probably one too. Now that you know all that, I hope you guys and girls took notes today. This was a bit of a hefty one, but one message I want to leave out before I end this video is to just choose the right person for you, men and women, because the person you choose can either build you or destroy you. Like a good man or woman by your side can really highlight your life, and if you guys want me to make the opposite of like top 10 people you should.
Fantastic video, by the way. I like it. He's very articulate. He knows what he wants to say. Good, man. Things I will approve upon. Whatever the fuck. I don't got no hairline right now, so I shouldn't be talking. But whatever the fuck this hair is, like, I don't know what it is going on. That stuff in the background. You know, I got stuff in the background too. But, like, I don't know what all this stuff is. He got something on his ear on the right side. I will get that off. I mean, you're making a video, so this is going to be online forever. So you will want to be presentable. So I'm just, if you see this, Noah, there's little stuff like that. But other than that, I mean, it's looking pretty clean. Great video, by the way. Type of great video. I don't mean to glaze, but yeah, it was very great. Everything, several types of bad women. Just basically, yo, like I said before, any negative trait that you deem you don't like, you wouldn't have as a friend. Your friend wouldn't do this. Your best friend wouldn't do this. Don't take it. Don't take it from a potential girlfriend or boyfriend. Don't do that. if you do that and you take and consider yourself first and you don't put these people on pedestals, I don't know why we do that as people. We put people we like on pedestals for no apparent reason. They haven't done anything to show us that they deserve to be on the pedestal. The only people that deserve to be on the pedestal is people who have been in your life, who have shown that they are, number one, going to stay in your life, and then number two, going to be improving your life, going to be an improvement on your life. Those people you deserve to put on a pedestal. Anybody else? No. Treat them like you would treat anybody else. And with that being said, that's the end of the video. If you like it, let me know. If you don't like it, let me know. That being said, we out. Peace.